Hello and welcome. Hope everyone is doing well. Today we are doing a money reading. So let's see who we're doing a money reading for. Aquarius. All right, let's get started with your oracles. Money messages for Aquarius. Have growth. Expect a good flow of money, a raise, or a new job offer. To grow, it's essential to unlearn, since rules are constantly evolving. You're delaying your growth. The process of healing is worth the effort. On the bottom is perfection. It says give up your perfectionism. It's causing delays in your finances. You won't move forward if you don't conquer the fear of failure. You have what it takes to improve your finances. You are enough. All right, let's get the Show Me the Money Oracle messages for Aquarius. Have financial abuse. And on the bottom is accept assistance. It's definitely indicating that someone needs to be willing to accept some sort of help. Okay. Let's get the Hame cards. We're going to get 3 of these money messages for Aquarius. We have looking back at the past, overindulgence, and child support. On the bottom is a decision. This is like overspending. I don't know how these tie in together. I don't know if this is saying someone needs to get child support or if it's saying I'm not sure. We're going to have to get some more. So let's get the yin yang. We're going to get 3 of these for more context messages, money messages for Aquarius. Storm, unexpected, control, tactics, past, lack, suffering. This definitely has to do with something with the past. On the bottom is North Node, cosmic, and purpose. To me, this looks like there's a possibility here that someone's doing something either to avoid paying child support or but it's saying that someone here is doing something with money. Like we're seeing this financial abuse, and if someone is doing something to avoid paying child support, then that's what this is. That's what this is indicating. I feel like the past is just indicating that um, whatever this situation is, this person is an ex or someone from the past. It feels more to me like a baby mama, baby daddy type situation. So let's go ahead and get started with the tarot. Let's get started with the overall energy. Tell me about the overall energy for Aquarius. I have the Magician, Virgo, Gemini energy, the Ten of Swords in reverse, and the Sun, Leo energy. Four Pentacles withholding. This could be a situation about taking someone to court for child support. Someone may have been trying to uh, get child support from someone else without going through the courts. This could be someone using an excuse like they overdone something. Oh, I spent too much money. I don't have any money to give. Oh, I had to pay this bill. I don't have any money. Because here it's saying someone needs to take action because something isn't working here. Something's not being done correctly. Magician, Ten of Swords in reverse, the Sun, Page of Cups in reverse. Yeah. Four of Swords, Queen of Cups. Yeah, there's clarity here. What I feel like this is, see, we have Page of Cups in reverse. This is child, this is mother, and this is child. But what this is indicating is, and this is separation, or I feel like someone is not paying some sort of child support. They're not taking care of their responsibilities and they're making excuses as to why they're not doing this. And I feel like maybe at first, who the person who's supposed to receive this was like, okay, but then it kept happening, kept happening. It's saying now whoever's dealing with this is starting to see that this is just someone trying to get out of taking care of their responsibilities, their financial responsibility to their children, and saying there needs to be action took towards this. Page of Cups in reverse, Four of Swords, Queen of Cups. Yeah, not getting wish fulfillment, needing to take action. This is talking about in regards to a child. Needing to take action because in regards to a child, someone's not getting wish fulfillment. Yeah, Two of Pentacles in reverse. Someone has made the choice to separate themselves from this situation. This is talking about the one who's doing the thing. And Nine of Pentacles. Yep. So this could be a situation where someone's tired of chasing after the other, trying to get them to take care of their responsibilities. It's like, I want independence or freedom from this. But this is also, I am a single person and I need help or I need support. Tell me about the overall energy for Aquarius. Moon in Capricorn, 10th house, practicality. It's talking about doing what's practical, taking action in regards to a child. Someone needs to take action because they're not getting wish fulfillment, doing what's practical. Jupiter in Aries, first house, enterprise. So first house is about the self, but this section here is talking about the one who's doing the thing. It's really saying they're being selfish. They're avoiding responsibility. This is also about, enterprise can be like about businesses, and this is um, sort of what this is. There's a child involved here, but as far as the baby mama, baby daddy is concerned, this is a business contract. You need to handle your responsibility, your financial responsibility in regards to the child that we have together. Jupiter in Scorpio, 8th house, manipulation. Why would that be here? Oh, yeah, there's clarity here. For the one who's dealing with this, there's clarity here that they're being manipulated. It's like I said before, at first someone may have been like, okay, accepting the excuses that was given, but the excuses are now becoming a pattern. And that's where the clarity is coming in. Yeah, this is causing conflict. So let's get started with the situation. Tell me about the situation for Aquarius. Three of Swords. Nine of Wands in reverse. Yeah. King of Pentacles, Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn. Okay. The one who's dealing with this is disappointed in the other. As a parent, as a provider for their child, they're either the one who's dealing with this is wanting to give up on this person, or they're disappointed that this person has given up, more than likely on their child, or taking care of their responsibilities in regards to their child. Three of Swords, Nine of Wands in reverse, King of Pentacles. Because the problem is whenever you have a separation, when you have children with someone else, and then money becomes involved, it it easily happens where the focus gets taken away from doing what's best for the child, and it starts, one or the other starts looking at the other person as conflict in regard, it starts to look like, oh, you just want my money. That'll be how one person sees it, instead of, I'm providing money for you to be able to take care of my child. So if there's conflict within the relationship, that's what it turns into. That seems like that's what this could be, or this person is just financially irresponsible. Did I shuffle these twice? Did I shuffle these twice? Okay. Knight of Pentacles, Queen of Wands. Yeah, this is talking about avoiding commitments. Having to take action because the other is avoiding their commitments. Knight of Pentacles, Queen of Wands, the Hierophant. Yeah, this is like you promised. Yeah, I'm disappointed because you promised something, but I'm not seeing it. It's not happening. Yeah. This Two of Cups, I don't think this is about a breakup, because there's clearly a breakup here. Um this is more about, and when I talk about commitment, this is the commitment that the other has with the other in regards to taking care of their responsibility for their child or their children. So that's what this Two of Cups is this partnership in regards to this agreement of taking financial responsibility for their child or their children. It's saying someone is wanting to, either someone has given up on doing that, or someone has the one dealing with this has give up on the other because they're not doing it. Either way, it's saying these two are not seeing eye to eye, or there's a broken partnership here. Four Pentacles in reverse. Yeah, this is like you need to pay up. This is someone who is not paying their child support. They're not paying in regards to financial responsibility. So it's one or the other. Either they're court ordered to do this and they're not doing it, or someone hasn't took them to court yet and they're just not providing any support. Either way, the one who's dealing with this is going to be taking action to try to remedy this, one way or the other. Either taking them to court to make them responsible for child support, like garnishing wages, something such as that, or this is just going back to court for backed child support. Either way, the one dealing with this is taking action because they can't get the other to do what they're responsible for, required to do. Tell me about the situation for Aquarius. Saturn in Aries, first house risk. Once again, about the self. This is more about in regards to the person dealing with this. Person dealing with this may have known that this would be a risk, like there was a fear here that this would happen, that this person would stop taking care of their responsibilities. Mercury in Scorpio, 8th house extremism, one extreme to the other. So this person, the one dealing with this, may have been going through this for a while, where this person may pay some money and then there's this time of them not, and then they'll pay a little bit more money. This seems like just to keep the other at bay is what this feels like to me. Just to, I feel like they were doing just enough to keep the other from taking some sort of action. Mercury in Pisces, 12th house inspiration. 12th house about what's hidden. Solitude, institutions, transcendence, and self-sabotage. So what I feel like this is saying is, in regards to the one doing the thing here, they're sabotaging themselves, because what's going to happen here, especially if someone hasn't already, the one dealing with this hasn't already took them for child support, is they're going to have to pay one way or the other. This feels to me like garnishing wages. This is telling me you, in regards to the one doing the thing, it's time to pay up. All right, let's go to the outcome. Tell me about the outcome for Aquarius. Judgment in reverse, Scorpio energy, 8 of Cups, 2 of Pentacles. This just feels to me like whoever is dealing this is going to have a really hard time with this person, regardless. Because what this feels like to me is, even if there is a judgment against this person to do something here, I don't feel like they're still going to do it. I feel like they're going to walk away from it. It feels to me like they're trying to intentionally do things. It's like it's this card here, financial abuse. It feels to me like they're intentionally doing things to try to avoid this. And I feel like the problem here is that this person is not seeing this as, I'm providing this money to help support my child, which is exactly what it's called, child support. They're thinking more of, they've got an issue with it because they feel more like they're giving money to the baby mama, baby daddy. So they're looking at this from the wrong perspective. And that's what's causing the conflict here. Judgment in reverse. 8 of Cups, 2 of Pentacles. It's saying here in the outcome that things are up in the air. It looks like this person is going to continue trying to avoid their responsibilities, even if there's a judgment placed on them. Or this is indicating, as long as there's not a judgment placed on them, they're going to continue to avoid their responsibilities. 10 of Swords, 6 of Cups. Yeah. To me, this looks like this person may not even really be involved in their children's lives or their child's life. It seems like this person just completely walked away from their responsibility, period. This person may, I want to say they may fall off the face of the earth, like they may just disappear And I don't think anything's happening to this person. I think they're just avoiding their responsibilities. Ten of Swords, Six of Cups, Page of Wands in reverse. This is like the outcome is showing like not seeing this person, not hearing from this person. Yeah, there's the Eight of Cups again. Death in reverse. They haven't changed, or they're not going to change. Devil in reverse. This this is showing up, and this happens a lot in these child support readings where it becomes a situation of, you fight and you fight and you fight for your forever trying to get what you want from this person. And usually these readings do end up saying, is it in the end, is it worth it? And this is a decision that you'll have to make yourself. um, is it worth it, this constant frustration trying to chase after someone to do what they're supposed to do? Or would it be better to, walk away from the situation, or not sacrifice so much energy in trying to fight with this person? You can go to the courts. They'll definitely keep a record of how much money they owe. But as far as trying to get this person to do what they should be doing, there may need to be there may be a need to step back from fighting this hard. And I feel like the reason for that is because it's a waste of energy. It's a waste of time, because I don't think there's nothing in chasing after this person. I don't think there's nothing that can be done to make this person do what they're going to do. They have free will. If they're not going to do it, they're not going to do it. So I feel like this is indicating this for more for self-preservation, saving yourself, you know, some sanity from this person driving you crazy if you're the one dealing with this. Because I feel like there's a lot of frustrations here. Part of it is the money, but I feel like part of it is about the involvement this person has or doesn't have with their child or their children. Um, but it's like I said, you can't force this person to do what they should be doing. And it's not your responsibility to be responsible for them. And the indication for that is you're putting too much on yourself by trying to do that. Okay. Tell me about the outcome for Aquarius. Sun in Cancer, fourth house resourcefulness, which is exactly what I was just talking about, being more resourceful, specifically with your energy and your peace of mind. But the fourth house is about home, parents, roots, inner security. Yeah. Um, this person just brings instability and chaos into your life. I feel like there's a need for peace here. Okay. Mars in Aries, first house impulsiveness. So there's that first house energy again. It's showing up quite a bit. It's about the self, it's about appearances and outward personality. And this impulsiveness, I feel like this is trying to indicate that this person is showing you who they are. And I feel like it has a lot to do with the kids. Like, kids need stability. And I feel like this person is the opposite of that. I feel like there needs to be some reevaluation here in regards to how to deal with this situation or deal with this person specifically. They don't seem like a very stable or responsible person. And I don't know that that's going to change anytime soon. Sun in Capricorn, 10th house achievement. So I don't know if I said it. You could be dealing with a Cancer. You could be dealing with a Capricorn. Um, this feels to me, the devil in reverse, talking about getting away from the devil energy. Page of Wands in reverse. This feels to me like a lack of communication, or it feels more to me like no communication and things being up in the air. It feels to me like this is a coming to terms situation. Like a decision needs to be made here, which we have this, a decision. Then you have, you know what's best for you. We have flighty, inconsistent, impulsive, and use heart over head. So, back to what I was saying, I feel like this is a coming to terms situation in regards to making a decision of what is best. Is it best to continue pursuing this person and keeping that energy of instability and chaos? Yeah, the flighty, inconsistent, impulsive energy. It's saying use heart over head. I feel like this is trying to say what is best for the children. So I'm not saying to not pursue this person in regards to their financial responsibilities. I'm saying if you do take this person to court, they're going to keep track of everything that they're not doing. And at that point, maybe taking a step back, things will unfold when they'll unfold. I feel like the goal needs to be here protecting your peace and the peace of your children. I feel like that is what the message is trying to convey here. Tell me about the advice for Aquarius. Hanged Man in reverse. See, this is like free yourself. I feel like this is like mentally and emotionally exhausting, constantly chasing after this person or trying to get this person to do the right thing. So Hangman reverse, Pisces energy, the Hierophant, that's Taurus energy, and the Eight of Swords. The advice is saying get out of your head when it comes to and free yourself from the commitment that the other has towards the situation. It's saying because it can't be controlled. It's saying there's no amount of stress, worry, and anxiety that you can bring that's going to change the situation. So don't do that to yourself. Hanged Man in reverse, the Hierophant, Eight of Swords in reverse. Yeah, it says release from constraints, break free from bondage, liberation, freedom. Yeah, free yourself. Ace of Wands in reverse, the High Priestess, and strength. Have the strength to no longer be trapped in your thoughts. It's saying this situation has caused burnout. Ace of Wands in reverse, the High Priestess, strength. The Lovers. Once again, we had that card. It said use heart over head. Use heart over head in regards to burnout. Free yourself. You know, this is saying whoever's dealing with this is suffering because of someone else's inability to take care of their responsibilities. It's saying you shouldn't suffer because someone else can't get their shit together. And I'm talking about mentally and emotionally suffering. I mean, unfortunately, if you're supposed to be getting child support, you're going to suffer financially, but there's nothing you can do or change about that other than, you can do what you can do and that's it. Queen of Pentacles, the Sun in reverse. Yeah. I keep hearing it is what it is, and that kind of sounds contrite to me, the way it's coming across, but it's also true. It is what it is. It's saying the message it's trying to come across is you can only control what you can control. Don't allow yourself to not be at peace because that's not your burden to carry. So I hope that's making sense. Tell me about the advice for Aquarius. Mercury in Capricorn, 10th house organization. I'm hearing you need to be the stable one. You need to be, if the other person can't be stable, then you need to be the stable one for your children. Venus in Leo, 5th house affair. So 5th house, that's about children. Queen of Pentacles, that's mother. Yeah. This is saying you know that you will be there. You know that you will not break the commitment for your children. Moon in Cancer, 4th house friendship. 4th house, once again, about inner security. This is, the advice is really just saying take care of yourself. Don't allow the other person and what they're doing to get you all out of sorts. Kind of like, you've got this. And don't allow, I'm hearing all kinds of things. I'm hearing never let them see you sweat. So it's almost like you're stronger than you realize, or even if you feel like you don't have this, you do. You've got this. It's definitely indicating like you don't necessarily need this person. I feel like any extra support, any extra help, of course, would be appreciated. But is it really worth it in the end? I feel like that's the question here. And that's in regards to what this person will ever provide. I just don't think a lot of faith can be put in this person to be the responsible adult. And probably if that ever happens, it'll be too late then. All right. I want to get closing messages. Tell me about money messages for Aquarius. You'll be denied / not chosen. On the bottom, you are making the right choice. So whatever choice you make, you are making the right choice. I don't feel like there's no wrong choice here. I feel like the main message here is to protect your peace, not to allow this person to get you out of sorts. Money messages for Aquarius. Gestures. You may be asked to help someone out, or you may need a hand. Give deserved praise to others, and you will receive recognition too. On the bottom is movement. You'll make good progress now, and you'll be able to overcome any obstacles in your path. Big leaps forward are possible. Right, Aquarius, that is what I have for you. If you enjoyed the reading or if it resonated, please hit the like button, subscribe if you like, and I will see you on the next one. Bye-bye.